than Marie Sharp. When they bump on me thing, well, that's when the fun start, y'all. Me no come for play, me no come for skylark.
You are now watching Soca Vibes Sports Podcast.
The way you grab on me cocky, turn me on. And on your whip, ready to get it on. And she got the wine down to the yard far. So cock it up and put your head by your knee. Never.
What's going on, y'all? Welcome to a weekday episode of Soca Vibes and Sports. I'm your host, Mello. I'm here with my wonderful two co-hosts, JP to my left, to my right is Starboy. And just want to welcome back our two guests, KP to my bottom left and Lexi to my bottom right.
Yes.
Everyone, how are we doing this evening?
They're doing great. I can't complain.
Highly recommended. Yes, highly recommended. But yes, this week we got a slew of topics. You know, inner week. We got inner week questions. So we'll definitely be kicking off now. Let's see. We got, do you feel like y'all are ever fumbled that y'all fumbled anybody? And we gonna hold on. This how we gonna do. We're gonna do this in order. We're gonna do like a around the horn type of feel.
You're right.
We're gonna start with you, KP. Do you feel like you've ever fumbled anyone?
No, honestly, I don't feel like I fumbled anyone. I feel like when my mind's made up, my mind is made up.
Okay. Lex? I don't know if Lex here. Ali, Lex?
So I don't feel like I fumbled anyone like as in a boyfriend, but a friendship I have fumbled before.
Oh yeah, and that's another thing. We speaking on not only fumble the partner, but like fumble the friendship.
For
And
me,
then
it was a friendship.
okay. And you, Starboy?
Nah. I mean, anything that was meant to be was meant to be. If it wasn't meant to be, then it wasn't meant to be in terms of as a friendship or a relationship. You feel what I'm saying? I feel like, if a friendship die out, there could be things that you do to, cause a friendship to end. But, on my end, everything Gucci. Nah.
Okay, and last but not least, Mello.
Me, wow, you will put me on the
Ever
spot.
fumbled a friend?
I
All
said
right.
best for last. I would definitely say, from a transparency, friendship wise, no. Friendship wise, no. From a relationship standpoint, I almost did. I had almost did. Not gonna lie to you. Not gonna lie to you. It definitely took a lot of trials and tribulations to kind of overcome. But at the end of the day, you live and I won't say you live and you learn, but you definitely something that you cannot afford to happen twice, if you get what I mean.
No, I feel that. So for me, I feel like I don't consider anything or anyone as a fumble because I believe everything is really a lesson learned. So maybe that person wasn't meant to be in my life, or maybe it was just a situation where I had to get something out of it to, take on my next journey. So now that we got that out the way, let's see. Would you let your partner drive around in traffic? Now, this is my question, okay? And the reason I brought this question up is because I feel like a lot of times, ladies, don't take no offense to this, but y'all struggle behind the wheel. And this is one of them. This is one of them things where no matter where you live, this is universal. It seemed like women are doing multiple things at one time, putting makeup on, looking out the rear view, stepping on the gas, the brakes, eating a cheeseburger, all in the same sentiment. And I'm a little teed off with this one because it seemed like when you sitting there trying to get around the individual, now they want to speed up. Now they want to cuss you out. So yeah, give me y'all thoughts on this. But we're gonna swing back the same way. KP?
I would say I'm not even gonna lie, I'm guilty. I be doing multiple things at one time. I try not to, but if I'm in a rush, I kind of do. But I'm not one of those kind of people that have road rage, so I wouldn't speed up. I just feel like those kind of drivers just can't drive. Like they're in a rush, they need to slow down. But I will say, us females, we kind of be trying to do too much behind the wheel.
Okay, okay. And you, Ellie?
I think I'm a great driver. I could back up without using my mirrors, but I would rather for my boyfriend to drive me around. I like to be passenger princess.
Like
Okay,
that.
okay. Now, I've been in the car with you, so I'm a
We also live in Miami too, so you got to take that in consideration.
yeah. That is yeah.
True.
Everybody can't drive in Miami. What about you, Jordan? How you feel about that one?
I feel
That's a
like,
drive.
say it again.
Would you feel comfortable being in the passenger seat? With your partner driving.
It depends. It depends. First of all, like I feel like, all right, if you got a girl, if you got a girl, the rule is she's a passenger princess, so she's not driving. Like
Okay.
99% of the time, she's not driving. If it's like, like a gas station somewhere quick, then she'll drive. But for me, it's like, all right, I gotta see how she drive before I done get in the passenger side. Because if I feel like you putting our life at risk, then
Hmm.
you're not driving. All right, just stay on the passenger side, and I'll drive. So I
Right.
gotta see how she drive first, and then I'll go.
Mm. Okay. Mellow.
Well, for me, I'm be honest with y'all boys and y'all girls. I'm the type of person when I'm on the go, I'm on the go. You get what I mean? The only time I would let my partner drive me around if two things. If I'm drunk, because I don't believe in drinking and driving. Okay. If I'm drunk or if I'm tired as fuck. Locally. Local. You get what I mean? Now if we're like 30 minutes from the crib or 45 minutes, nah, dawg, I'll just
Okay.
do it. I'll just do it.
Because I drive like a grandma.
Like two
Okay.
hands on the
I
wheel,
drive like a grandma.
speed
I'm
limit.
new to driving.
Mm.
I'm new.
So you got one that actually lives with you.
You're right.
Okay.
I
Whoa.
think I might need to iterate my answer. I will like to be the passenger princess. I mean, it's nothing like it really driving.
Yeah, I love getting patches seat. Dude, I ain't change my game.
Now,
No.
also, I want to ask you this hypothetical question, right? When it comes to long distance driving, talking about driving for more than 3 to 4 hours plus, do y'all guys still like to be the passenger princess, or would you mind splitting up the driving duties with your partner?
I can pay for the gas and they could drive.
Oh,
When we go and get food, I'll put the sauce on it and give it to them and everything.
Yeah,
I'm not
see,
driving.
I'm
Once
a
it hit past
passenger
an hour,
princess,
they don't
but
got nothing to do with me.
I pass his food to him. I open the sauce for him. I put his Sprite in the drink for him. So when he hungry, I pass it to him. I'm a good passenger princess.
Victoria, look at my face.
That is work. You don't have to worry about none of that. That is work. That is work.
So okay. I'm gonna let you have that one.
That is
Listen,
work.
it's a scary thing, y'all boys. Like for me, I'd rather be in control of the wheel, and the reason for that being, and I would love to sit in the passenger seat. I'm talking about love to, but I just don't trust it. Like I'm talking about hand be on the top of the little thing hanging from the roof. I, my imaginary brakes, you know, that's too much anxiety in my heart. So
Mhm.
I'd rather just be in full control, like what I'm saying. If something happens, I'd rather it fall on me. You know what I'm saying? If I kill us, I kill us. Nah, no, just
Oh,
but no, but at the end of the day, yeah, no, that's not one of them ones that I be willing to negotiate with. I just rather be two hands on the wheel. But to transition, what's one drink that takes you out of your body?
shade.
Now I'll start this one and I'm gonna swing to you, Mello.
All right.
So I done I done had earlier on in my life, I started off with the little four locos, you know what I'm saying, where you think you doing something, you think you trying to get turned up and have a good night, and things can go left off them four locos. Dumb. And I don't know how everybody drinking them fuzz balls, whatever them things is.
Baseball.
Mhm.
That sound like diarrhea. I don't need none of those. Then what else? The Mad Dogs. Mm-mm.
That was a man though.
Mad Dog. Oh no, that's one of them old school liquors where It tastes real good, but next thing you know, you on your backside with that.
Mm.
Oh no.
But you, Mellow,
Oh wow, I have 3 drinks and there's no order to it whatsoever.
hold on, hold on. Pause. What drink made Malachi?
I don't think they know.
What drink made
You
Malachi?
got me. You got
Drink
me.
rum?
To answer this question very faithfully and truthfully, it was Remy Martin.
Oh, okay. So now I got a new drink to stay away from right now.
It was one of
Remy,
them nights, you
Remy,
know. It was
that
one of them
Remy
nights.
had us loose, huh?
Listen. I went into demon mode. Like you ever heard of demon time? That's me. Like yo,
You was feeling like Shakira in the moment.
nah, Goku, Super Saiyan.
Okay.
Yeah,
Good, understood.
you feel me?
Like maracas.
Oh my god! And I just remember, like, you know, I don't want to be too explicit. I remember I came back from Cali, right? We came back from Cali. When I went to the dentist to go get my teeth checked or whatever.
Right.
Came back home. She gave me a gift. I'm like, oh, about time. I feel, I feel love. I look, it's a pacifier. I'm like, the fuck is this? I'm like, okay, what type of game are we playing? And kind of find out positive. I'm like, oh, you pregnant.
Do you remember the night? Do you remember the night where you
It had to be
who birthday it was?
it was a boat. It wasn't a birthday. You had a boat night or a boat vibe. So yeah, but at the time he was very much boat life while he was on a boat. So you know, boats get crazy. You have fun on boat. There's a lot of evidence.
Okay. So you jobs on Jordan or the Starboy right now.
Listen, now there's no drink that give me on my body. Like none. I'm that type of person. I'm
We're
like
gonna
this,
stop
right?
right now, Jordan. We're gonna stop the cap.
Look, I'm dead. I'm dead serious.
There
I'm
has to be
that
that
type of
one
person
drink.
that-
He's like, oh,
Now
wow.
listen, I'm a type of person like this, right? So I don't drink often, but when I drink, but I don't get drunk. I don't get drunk. Like I could take 20, 30 shots. I'm good.
Jordan,
I'm good.
I'm
Listen, I've been to a bunch of college parties. Don't get drunk. Like I don't know what it is. Like I still could drive. You can still trust me behind the wheel. I just don't. Like, I don't know what it is. I'm telling you, bro. Listen, I'm telling you. Like I'm like that for real. I'm like that for real. The only drink that I like, it wouldn't get me out of my body. But the only thing I don't like drinking wise is beer. That is disgusting. I don't know who drinks beer. Beer is disgusting. It tastes like spit. Bro. It's disgusting. Beer is disgusting. I don't care what any kind of beer. Bud Light, Corona, all of them disgusting. No, don't do it.
I'm gonna say this: you missing out on the finer things in life. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Bro,
That is nasty.
Bro, I tried it, bro.
So I'm gonna let you have it, Jordan. But I'm gonna have to see that one of these days.
Fact. I want to let you sit myself.
Yeah, I need to miss this myself because.
Go ahead, bro.
Man, I'm calling baseball cap on that one.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro. Like I'll get I don't get drunk. Like for example, I'll drink a lot. The only thing that will happen, like one time I remember I took like I don't know if y'all play drinking games. Like there's this drinking game where it's like, for example, if we all together and it's like, all right, if y'all all got on socks, take 2 shots. Like so, it was a drinking game that I played, and I had to take like 40 shots because they all landed on it. All that applied to me, but I didn't get drunk. The only thing I did was like the next morning was threw up.
Oh my god, those be the best ones. Just throwing up your lungs away.
I don't qualify that as the best ones. What about you, Ali?
For me, it would be the buzz balls and probably like vodka.
Listen, you dangerous. You dangerous. We're gonna keep on.
Not mixed together, but I'm just saying like those two just.
Oh, okay. Okay, I was about to say.
Okay.
That one threw me. So to transition, Fanum kicked out of AMP. This one I need a little more elaboration on. And this was Starboy's question, so I need you to take the wheel on this one, Starboy. I don't know what the hell is it, what this is about. I know the individuals in the group, but I'm not really sure on how this might have happened or what led to this. So can you please elaborate?
So basically, if anybody doesn't know, Fanum originally is the one that started AMP. With him starting AMP, he also put Kai Cenat on. Everybody know who Kai Cenat on. He put him onto AMP.
Mm,
So basically, what recently happened is, from what I observe is that, like, there was a bunch of things going on social media where Fanum was like, they want me to sell my soul, but I'm not willing to. Like, they're basically saying, like, the God that he serves, and I'm not trying to get too, religious, but the God that he serves and the God that they serve are two different people.
right.
So they ended up, ushering him out of the group, and he moved out the house, stuff like that. So that's pretty much as terms of, like, and saying what happened. Like, there's not too much details. I know Kai Cenat spoke on the situation briefly, saying like there was something Phantom uh he put Phantom onto something, and he could easily end his career in terms of that. But I just think this is like ridiculous. Like, if you started something together and y'all started something together, I know groups fall out like majority of the time. I don't know what it is about minorities, but we never could like succeed together. It's always start off succeed together and then end up breaking up instead of just staying together. Like, if you look at it, really, bands or groups really don't last together like for the test of time. you know One person think they're bigger than the other instead of it just being a family. So I think like this is like pointless, because if the man started the group.
Okay, so let me ask
Mm.
you this. Let me ask you this. This is not on no clickbait type vibes, is it?
No, no, this is like actually real. Like, there's a bunch of exchanges going back and forth, a bunch of posts on social media, on stories, Twitch, stuff like that. So it's not a clickbait. This is actual truth. Like, he's out of the group. Like, even he retweeted it that he was out of the group when somebody posted it. Like, he retweeted it.
Okay, okay. Yeah, because
So,
I'm yeah, go ahead, Melo.
well, I was going to ask a question, like a follow up question to that. In a situation like this, like who do we blame? Do we blame the actual individual that got kicked out, or should we blame the person that kicked the individual out of the group?
Got to
If that
blame
makes
everybody. You gotta
I
blame
say like this, and this is I could say this line till I'm blue in the face. Things change, people change, and feelings change too. So I think at the end of the day, people go apart, man, and people start to
everybody.
find different interests. So in this case, I say, hey, may the best be for all of them. Hell, they all seem like they get into that bag. They
Mhm.
young entrepreneurs, you know what I'm saying? So
Right.
like as long as no revenue is being lost in the making of this, you know what I'm saying, or just the hustle and ambition of these young folks, I don't see nothing wrong with it. People go independent all the time, so that's
Mhm.
my process on.
Yeah.
Especially if it's like good for like their health. You feel me? Like maybe something happened, he's like can't be a part of it. I mean, it sucks, but if he did it from himself, like for his mental health or
But
for his
but
respect,
why is it
whatever
that
reason he did it.
we black people, like, I'm not saying like, but why can't we black people ever stick together? Like, ever.
It's kind of having like crab in a bucket mentality almost, but like if I'm not going to be like moving higher up, why should you?
Mm.
So maybe it's something like that, but at the same time, I wouldn't want to be around people that's like a different like religion possibly, because they may start like doing stuff that I possibly don't agree with.
Okay, so I'll say this. I personally don't think hanging with individuals who have different ideologies is bad, but I do think there are certain levels of disconnects due to the fact that we don't all understand each other. So something that might work for you might not work for me, but at the
Right.
end of the day, what I'm saying, as long as we find some type of commonality within that. And I think to answer Jordan's question about like, black folks sticking together, we have to understand that like there's more than one form of black folk. We all come from different origins and regions, so that's pretty much, excuse me, the whole point of Soko Vibes is to kind of bring together different communities and have them, kind of explore the idea of Caribbean music and beyond that. You know what I'm saying? I like to see when like different ethnicities merge music. You know what I'm saying? Because then it just creates a whole new genre of its own, and now it puts us in a space where we have a fusion of music, and now we have more culture to share
Uh-huh.
amongst everyone.
Right. No, absolutely.
So
And what's also crazy too, something that's you guys just said something that caught my attention. So I think now that Phantom got kicked out, I think what's his name, Kai Sanat, is now creating like a streamer
yeah,
university.
yeah, I seen that he's creating like a streamer university for all up and coming streamers. Almost gives like a Harry Potter feel, like saying where they just kind of like create their best content, but it's pretty much like a team of just streamers, which
Right.
I think is genius, and it's a master marketing thing. If you think about it, that's what Shannon Sharp was doing before this whole scandal came out about
Mhm.
him. Messing around with that 19-year-old girl.
Right.
So it was like, if you're black and you want to build entrepreneurship and you want to just level up and you already got the funds to do so, why not create a team or an organization to back you? You know what I'm saying? So I think he's beyond generational wealth at this point because all the kids love him. He's personable. He's always like like high frequency. So
Right.
I see nothing wrong with that, but I do see how it could kind of like correlate to that Phantom situation.
I
Right.
mean, they can possibly like buy him out of it, if
Oh, sure.
anything, if it's like a money problem.
Yeah, because if he started the group AMP, right? He's I'm sure a part stakeholder in whatever they do. So I think something they might have had a deal with where he probably didn't agree with what was going on, and now he feels like, okay, I need to distance myself. But now that y'all are in business together, it's like almost a marriage. It's hard to separate. You know what I'm saying? Business from like actual like relationships.
Mm,
So yeah, best to him on that one.
mm.
I wish I had nah. I was about to say I wish I had rich problems, but problems is problems at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They gonna all stress you out the same. So
Respectfully, of course.
right. So to transition, we got who is more willing to say sorry, males or females? And since we got Peekaboo KP, we're gonna start with you.
I would say probably female.
Said okay,
I
females.
would females because I know us females we get a little emotional, and once we like snap back to it, I think we kind of realize what we did. I'm sorry. I feel like guys say they're sorry in different ways. Like they'll still verbally say I'm sorry, but different way.
Okay, because that makes sense. Because when I say I'm sorry, a lot of times I'll try to like try to feed the individual I care about first, and then be like, "Oh my bad," like I was tweaking. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying. So I could see that. I could definitely see that. What about you, Ellie?
I think it's 50-50, but I'm leaning more towards like females because I think males have like egos sometimes. Like, I don't think they want to say sorry, even if they are wrong.
Right, right. And Jordan?
I think it's 50-50, but it depends. Like, it depends on the person that you're talking to, or just in general. Cause me, I'm a type of person where I already know, like, if you talking to a girl, if you dating a girl, by society standards, women are more emotional. So my thing is when she go off, or when she go left, like I'm just cooling, like I'm not really gonna say anything unless she done went OD crazy, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like if I'm wrong, like that's one thing about me is, look, even though men is supposed to be, just like Ali said, like our egos, like if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, I'm already gonna apologize, already get it out the way. Now if you accept my apology right away, or if it takes time, okay, but I'm already just like I'm gonna try to make up for what I did.
And how would you go about making up for what you did?
So it's different. First of all, most women are foodies. We already know that. All right. So you got to go to that aspect. Or if it's not, like, hey, listen, like, all right, if you and a girl are talking and you did something, show her that you care. Go buy her some flowers. Do something. Like do something that's catered to her. Because I'm a type of person, like, anybody can get anybody a gift, but I rather do something that's catered to the person I'm talking to. So like if I'm trying to apologize to them, I'm trying to get them something that is catered to them.
Okay. Okay. I like that. I like that. And Mello?
For me, I'm gonna lean towards the males. I think males are willing to say sorry than females. well, I don't want to be sexist or biased. I feel like females they don't say sorry directly. They say sorry in their own language, not verbatim, but like through actions.
Hey,
For us
Mello.
guys, for us guys, we'll say sorry if we're
I
wrong.
want to hear the second person opinions
Hold on, hold
that's
on,
in there too.
hold on, Mello, Mello.
Yeah.
If she got a knife to your side, blink twice.
I'm good.
I don't need no knife. I do my hands.
Oh, okay. And on this channel, we do not promote physical.
No,
But
but I say,
I just pay him like that. Yeah.
but I said she will give her perspective on the situation.
I said it's a 50-50. But no, because you don't apologize right away sometimes. You don't apologize right away sometimes. You don't. I have to break it down to you for you to understand where I'm coming from. Then you apologize. But if he feel like what he did is not wrong, he'll just be like I don't see the problem. And I'll be like, well, babe, this is how this made me feel, and this is why I feel this way. Then he'll be like, oh, okay. Then he'll say he's sorry. But if he feel like he's not wrong, or like he's like, I don't feel like I did anything wrong, anyways, and I do apologize. I say I'm sorry first, and then I do activities. So I say sorry first, and then
okay,
activities.
so what I'm hearing here is two individuals who both think differently about however they feel. So this is what we gonna do. We're gonna split the room in half,
Mhm.
and whoever's come out, whoever come out first,
Right.
that's who won the argument.
Mm.
No, but really though, sorry is one of those things where like I always joke around because I'm a big fan of Major Nine. So it's like he's had this one line. He say, I don't ever say sorry because my mom ain't raised no sorry dude, right?
Mhm.
But at the same time, like I battle with that in my mind because your brain is always meant to tell you that you're right. That's your whole purpose of your brain. Your brain always wants to be right. So when your brain tells you that, or if somebody tells you that you're wrong, your brain almost wants to compute that. And it's like a certain level of humility that you have to like have over yourself to then say the word sorry.
Mhm.
Because I know y'all know, but if y'all ever dated a Caribbean person, a lot of times they are very stubborn. So in this community, the word sorry is not often told to us. So in a way, it's hard for us to like communicate and say sorry.
You're right. You're right.
So yeah, to transition, Met Gala outfits. Who look clean to you? And I'm gonna start this off right here because listen, I don't care if she's 7 foot. I don't care if she 8 foot. This girl right here, she just has like a certain energy about her, and I just love the way she kind of carries herself. I like the way she dressed.
Mhm.
I like the way she talked. And if I was ever in a room with her, man,
What would you do? What would you do, sir?
I'm gonna keep it PG. But putting down some game. Angel freaking Reese. Look at this look right here. Do y'all see the way she wearing that? She giving me Janelle Monáe vibes. I don't know if y'all familiar with Janelle Monáe,
Yeah, I'm
Mhm.
familiar with.
but like just the way she put that black piece right there in the far corner, that little two piece right there is giving very professional, like sophisticated look. Like she was the star of the whole gala to me. Like how hard it is to style yourself when you 6'4" and you're a woman and walk with that type of grace. You know what I'm saying? Looking like a gazelle in them hills. But that's neither here nor there. I'm gonna get y'all's. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just my personal favorite. What y'all think? What would y'all rate? What would y'all rate this piece in the far right corner? We're gonna start with you, Mello. What would you rate that?
I give it like a solid 8.5.
8.5.
8.5.
Okay. Now, what is it missing to you?
What is missing?
Yeah.
Uh, A little less on the makeup. A little less on the makeup. I
And
guess.
what makes that a problem? Like, is this
Oh,
is this be like a event where you put that shit on?
well, you're right. No, but for me, I'm more of a natural guy. So
Okay,
the less. I'm not saying she cannot wear makeup, but for me,
less
I like
important.
more. Yeah, I like more of a natural look.
I like how you got yourself out that jam.
Yeah.
Now, what about you, Starboy?
Um,
Take
I
that.
mean, I liked it. I mean, I don't have a problem with what she wore. I think she kept it classy. She wore something. I mean, Angel Reese. I'm not gonna lie, she always put it on. You feel what I'm saying? So I already knew, she was gonna look good at the Met Gala. She looks good. I don't think she was like saying she stole the night is kind of crazy. I don't think she had the best outfit of the night. I'm going Lauren Hill. Right, that's where I'm going. I'm going Lauren Hill. She had on like a gold outfit with a Birkin. Right,
Oh,
so I'm going Lauren Hill. But
is there
and
any way you get a picture of that?
yes, we can. Hold on. I'm just going Lauren Hill.
Yeah. Meanwhile, while you looking for that, yeah, because I would love to see that. What about you, Mello? Go ahead and
Sure,
Oh no,
mine.
hold on. We got to get KP and Alex's opinion on Angel Reese.
What you
So,
think?
what would you give this fit, Alex?
So I'll give it a 10 out of 10. I think she did really good, like with the makeup and the earrings and everything. And a lot of people were complaining about how she's like dressing like really revealing. Now she's in something that doesn't show her chest or her butt. So I think she looks good, like whatever she wears.
This is what you call a stunning outfit. This is stunning, right here.
I
And
like it. I like the suit, like the suit tie look. It looks good on her.
yeah.
It
What
does.
about you, KP? What would you rate this?
I would rate it a 9.
Okay, okay. We can't beat a 9.
Yeah.
It's hard to beat a 9.
Mm.
She
What
looks great.
what, what could have been better for me?
I think I might have would have did a different lipstick, maybe red
Oh,
something.
okay.
Yeah,
You say
just
what?
a lipstick. But other than that, I think she looks great.
Okay, okay. And what type of lipstick you say you would add on her?
Maybe red.
Yeah, red would have set it off.
Yeah,
Red would
Red,
have made it off.
red would have gave her that red carpet feel. I ain't gonna lie to
This
you.
this
yeah.
lipstick here is kind of dark, so it's making it look a little gothic. If it really had red, she would have popped it. Like
I feel like if y'all didn't know who this was and y'all was to walk up on her, y'all think she speak French or something. Man, she's so dang fine right in this picture. But okay, Jordan, you
Yeah,
you you got what you got yours?
yeah, I got
Let's,
mine.
okay, go ahead and pull us up. Let's see what you got going on here. Who is the individual that you feel set the
Lauren
night?
Hill is up there. I got it. It's there.
Okay, let's see where we get. Okay, I found it.
I'm going Lauren Hill.
I ain't
Ooh,
Lauren,
Okay.
Lauren looked good. Lauren looked good for sure. She looked like she the queen of Africa somewhere.
right.
and I love her rock too.
That man holding on, brother. I ain't gonna lie, that is a cute look. This is a cute look to me.
Yes, very elegant.
I
Exactly.
would give this right here. I'd give this about a, a strong 7 to 8. I'm in.
Dang, bro.
What's missing? What is
It's a
missing?
for me. I like the original piece that she has on, but the veil just seemed to be very over the top for me
Okay.
personally. I like the strong yellow and then the gold earrings to match. To highlight the fro is doing what it got to do.
Okay. Fair enough.
Suit, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know. That look like she got an umbrella. She got a big old back plate. I don't know what that is back there.
Set a back.
Because you got to understand the theme, Brody. So it's the
I get
theme.
the theme, but that's just it's just a little bit much for me. But it's still she looked good.
It's the
She looked good. So you Mello, who is your gala choice?
Yeah. So if you share mine, if you
Who would
look
you
on
want
it,
to show first? Because I
I
know
want to
you.
share. Yeah. So I'm gonna do two. I'm gonna go with JJ first. So if you could put JJ on. All right. For those who don't know, this is Jonquil Jones. She is the starting center for the New York Liberty. This I like to advocate for my WNBA players. I
Mhm.
definitely like the way she's dressed up. Like the way how her dreads is standing up right now. Even though that it's probably like a basic fit, but I feel like she's still representing for the W. You get what I mean?
Okay.
I could be wrong though. I could be wrong, but me personally, I like it.
Do you like them the feel, or you like because they play sports?
I like a mixture of both. A mixture of both.
I
But
like her hair. I think that's the best part of her outfit. Her
Yeah,
hair.
right,
yeah.
Her hair is dope.
I think that's the only thing that's like standing out is like her hair.
mhm,
So for me, I would give this a solid 7. And
mhm.
the reason why I'd give this a 7 is because there's beauty and simplicity. And I like the blazer that she has. It's given like an alligator-esque feel
You're
on
right.
the blazer. And she kept it nice and smooth with the white collar with the tie.
Mhm.
And she got the little blade glasses on.
The
So
blade glasses, right,
I see what she's doing. I see what she's doing right there.
right.
Yeah,
And
what would you rate this?
for me,
Yeah.
nah, I don't want to be biased. I give it like a solid 7.5 to 8.
Okay. And Ali, Lex, excuse me. What would you give in
For
that?
me, I think it's like a 7, 8. But the best part is her hair for
Yeah,
me.
Right, right. And KP,
I would rate it a 7 as well. Um, I love her hair, and I just feel like her energy is everything. I really
right.
her
It's a
outfit.
nice smile. She got a nice smile.
Yeah, her smile is definitely giving.
Right, right. And
um, the
I
second
think
person, the second
I
person I
think if
would.
she would have changed her glasses, it would have been a little bit better.
mm,
Mm,
I could see her with some buffs on.
yes,
Ooh,
that's what I was looking for.
ooh, I could see that. I can see that. Now, Mello has two individuals that he felt like killed the night.
Mm.
This just being one of them. Second, we got a nice little duo
Chocolate,
pairing.
right. So we have the Olympian Miss Simone Biles and her husband Jonathan Owens. The reason I like them because the person that styled their outfit, me and Jordan went to high school with this individual.
Oh wow.
Um, I felt like he did a great job with putting on their clothes or styling their clothes, I would say. And for me, I just love black couples. I just love black couples being together at a nice event.
Okay, okay. For me, I will give this outfit right here a strong 9. And the reason why I say that is because it fits her. She almost looked like a little pixie fairy or something like that. And it's like she got the legs is going, you know what I'm saying? She got the little shoes going. It's that collar that's making it for me. And whoever styled the hair and with the I don't usually like the veil look, but or the what they call that when it's swooping back like that, like a train.
Yeah, I
That
think
that yeah, train.
Yeah,
Okay.
that I'm not really a fan of, but I like this one on her. And the only thing that stops this from being a 10 is because bruh man right here, his pants are very, very long at the bottom, and that's kind of throwing me off. Like I'm not saying they gotta be like tight on his ankle, but they pass like well, they the opposite of flooding. Like you can't see his ankles.
Loose. It's very loose on them.
Very
It's
loose.
giving me like pimp vibes from him. I like hers, but
Yeah, she
it's
whoever.
giving me like pimp vibes with the cane and the long pants.
Mhm, mhm. Yeah, yeah, it's giving that old school outcast esque feel. Yeah. So yeah, what
I
hold
like
on.
it.
We lost Kate. Whoa, okay. We lost one and joined game one. Okay. Who's
Oh,
the
she has revived. She had
okay. Welcome back, KP.
rested.
yes.
KP, I know you wasn't able to add an individual. Hold on, who added this one? It's one with a helmet. Was that you, Jordan?
Ali. No, that was
Al-
Ali.
okay, Ali, go ahead and give us a
Who's
spot about this.
who's Brumman?
You don't know who that is?
This
Damson Idris, he's from Snowfall. I basically liked how they just like took off his outfit and like the reveal. I feel like it fits him.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, that was like some 007 s vibes. And that that whole little red piece right there, I'm not an advocate of a one set color, But I'll say this is a fly. This is a fly blazer. The only problem is the pants again. I don't know what they doing with these pants. These little flare bell bottoms. It's making
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think my favorite part of it is the little, I think it's like a little watch right there. That's like
oh
in
yeah,
his pocket.
the
And then I
accent.
think it was the helmet.
Yeah, it's the accent piece that's bringing this thing to life. And you rarely see a red button up, but he got like a little open collar. So that shows. When I see open collar shirts, I think of like the poppies in Little Havana. You know what I'm saying? That's the vibes it gives me. It gives me confidence. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? When you got the three buttons down and you showing a little chest,
mhm.
everybody like that.
I
You
think
know,
I like it because it's giving like 70s look, like with the bell bottoms and just like the
Mhm.
suit and just like how he's dressed.
right.
Then
He look
also
like
too,
a
then
split.
also too, the color, the color is standing out. It's not too bright. It's not too dull either. It's just right on them.
Right. That look like a maroon almost.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
do.
Uh, I'll rate this fit a 9.
Nah, he put it on. He put it on.
Mm, yeah, this fit I give it a 9. It's just them bell bottom pants, man.
Mm. It's
Kill.
throwing you off.
Yeah, it's throwing me off.
Mhm.
Uh,
Rate it a 10 just for being creative.
okay, okay, I
Yeah.
like.
And the blazer is pretty dope.
The blazer's hard. That's probably the best thing on the fit right there. Okay. So to transition, this is our last question for the day.
No, I didn't say mine. I like Teyana Taylor.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, my bad, Vicky, Vicky. Excuse me, hold on.
Tiana Taylor.
What picture at, Vicky?
Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, y'all. Let me look for the Tiana Taylor. But for the time being, do y'all feel like the gala should be meant for everybody?
What do you
The,
mean?
oh, you talking about the gala? Oh, see,
Yeah,
well, you got an accent. I forgot you got a little accent.
yeah.
Yeah.
Are you talking about like race wise or like people that was banned or like what?
Uh, either race, people, people of all kind.
I feel
Like,
like all the like black people showed out, like with the grills, with their outfits. So I can't really say that it's
I
a race thing.
I feel like this year Met Gala was meant for like for black people. Like the theme this year.
Yeah, that was the thing.
What
The
is
thing
it?
was like I think it was called Super Fine Black Taylor something
Yeah,
style.
yeah.
all
Oh,
right.
I ain't know nothing about that.
Bro,
So,
every year got a theme, bro.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. See, y'all put
You
me
didn't know
on.
that?
Yep.
nah, I was only watching the outfits.
You know every year the Met Gala has a theme.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
So you just thought they just went and dressed up.
I just
yeah.
thought
That's
I
crazy.
was like, what is these people smoking? Some people just
Nah, they
come
have a
in
theme
wearing
every year,
Lord
bro.
knows what. You know what's nasty to me?
What's nasty?
When I see the blazer, right?
Yeah,
And I see the button-up shirt, and
right.
then I see the shorts. They got shorts on with the suit.
Oh my God, that
Yeah.
should be throwing me off.
I hate seeing that.
Yeah,
With some
Oh,
boots on, it definitely doesn't go.
yeah.
yeah.
J- JP, I had added the picture.
Okay,
I'm
let me
gonna.
see.
I do have a question though. I was kind of shocked by Future's look, like him cutting his hair and everything.
Oh
Wait,
yeah.
Future cut his hair?
Yeah,
Mhm.
didn't they show Future at the
Yeah,
Met
yeah.
Gala? His hair was short.
I didn't even see that.
Oh, she
I don't
always,
Now,
know. I didn't look when they posted Future. I
nah,
could
now,
care less.
she
I
always
feel
put it on.
Tiana Taylor giving me like Pirates of the Caribbean
The
vibe.
beard.
I mean, the Met is extra, and I feel like she did it. Like for
Mm,
me, I love Tiana creativity.
I
Like
like her.
everything she do is creative. So I feel like this was just like spot on for her. And the theme and what she did, like I don't know, it was out of the box, but it's nice.
Okay.
KP, was this your choice?
No,
No, that
this
was my choice.
That was Vicky.
right here.
Vicky's choice.
What was KP's choice?
I had said for real because I like the grills. I think he had like a couple people that did
Mm-hmm.
this. Yeah.
So I like Teyana Taylor. I think because she like does a lot, it makes her stand out. But
Mhm.
that's her personality. And
Yeah.
Pharrell, he always snaps. So
Oh
I'm not
yes.
even surprised. I knew he was gonna come in looking good.
Pharrell gonna do his thing for real.
Talk about Pharrell real quick, just real quick. He's somebody that went off the map for a long period of time. Then when he came back and made that song "Happy," that's when like he came back to life. Would
Let
you
me
agree?
And then I don't agree
I
with
don't
it.
think he was ever dead. So to like say he came back to life, I don't know. Like his music was always still good. Like I
Yeah.
feel like he could like he's kind of like Andre 3000. Like they
Ooh,
cannot put out an album for years and still get paid.
yeah.
Mm.
Exactly.
I'll give you one better. So when you say off the map, they don't really go nowhere. What it
Mhm.
is that they really making beats for everybody else.
Oh,
Producing. Fro do a lot of producing.
Yeah, and they
Yeah.
make
And
new
he do a lot of designing.
right.
Exactly.
So they in their own different lane. And you know that pays buku money in itself. The
Moolah,
music is just one type of bag. Once you get put on, it's like you go into a whole different atmosphere. Like if you think about it, Kanye, right?
mhm.
Kanye, even though he crazy as hell, master marketer. Like freaking, oh my gosh, he freaking he just doing his thing.
Yeah, he knows how
But
to finish the system.
you know how to finesse the system, yeah.
Mhm.
So yeah, I'll say for this outfit, I'll give it about for me, this is my personal opinion, 7.
Whoa,
Teyana Taylor, you just
that's a 10. I
I'm
give
gonna
that a
give her
10.
10,
a.
Brody.
She looks
It's a
stunning.
10, Brody.
That's a
I'm
10.
jeez.
That's a
Tiana
I could be the Simon in this case. I
yes,
Chef Kiss.
I see you could be Simon Cowboy. That boy look
right,
like Angel Reese outfit.
nah, this
right.
I,
Like
I
I'm
think I
hands
would have rated a 10 because
I'm sorry. I'm hands down. She's better than Angel Reese. I'm sorry. I'm
oh
sorry.
god,
This
Yeah, he
outfit
not
top
agreeing with you
Angel
there.
Reese outfit.
oh
I
lord.
think I would rate it a 10 because I'm amazed that she could like walk in them hills in her tail. But I just think she's creative with whatever she put
Mhm.
on, like her
Yeah.
hairstyles, her makeup,
Creative
all of
too.
that.
I think she's creative too. I just think like you said, like remember how when I was grading Angel Reese's photo, I said sometimes simplicity is key. I just felt like this might have been a little too over the top for me. Not saying that she doesn't look good. 7 is still above a
Mhm.
5. You know what I'm saying? It's just one of those things where it didn't this not wowing me because I've seen her so many times pull off some real stunning pieces and outfits. It's just this one didn't really do much for me. It's more so like the hat was just it's taken away. I feel like the hat is taken away from the broad elbow pads, the shoulder pads she got on.
yeah.
Then with the long veil, then with the baggy pants, then with the heels. And then,
Mhm.
But I think that if Tiana Taylor did something simple, I think a lot of her friends would be disappointed because I'm not
Exactly.
used to
Yeah.
her just wearing some simple stuff. I'm used to her like if she have on like baggy pants and she gonna have on a nice like crop top and
Mhm.
like some nice like jewelry or something like
Yeah,
that. Like I
she
would be disappointed in her if it was anything less.
yeah,
mm-hmm.
this all yeah, everything's subjective around here. But I definitely agree with that. So the transition, how to rebuild your identity. That's after a breakup. And we're gonna start with you, KP.
I feel like self love. Um, you should pour more into yourself, spend more time with yourself, and just put you first. Like the breakup isn't the end of the world.
Okay, that's a good perspective. And we're gonna actually mix it up. Victoria, how you feel about this?
Oh. um
Got him.
um to piggyback what off of KP said, yeah, the just pour love into yourself. Like at this, like, yeah, the breakup is not the end of the world, but I ain't gonna lie, sometimes like when it's fresh and it like you feel like you love that person and it didn't work out, like that breakup hurt. You feel like
You hurt.
your chest is like
It's,
whoo,
it's
on fire. But
mm-hmm.
but once you get past the hurt part, like you just find out like, what you need and what you want in a relationship and what you want for yourself, like what makes you happy. Yeah, I feel like once you just find out what's for you and what you love and what you like and what you could take in a relationship, what you can't take in a relationship, you know, then so forth after that, like, you get a whole new thing, new person, you just find out what you want and what you need in a relationship and in yourself.
Okay. Jordan?
Pretty much just backing off what KP said. I feel like if you've been in a relationship for a while, especially like you get used to that person and everything around them and their family and stuff like that. I feel like, self love is the main thing. You know what I'm saying? Because when you get in a relationship, when you're in a relationship for multiple years, you kind of like, when you're in a relationship, you can't just think all about you. So you kind of forget, like, you put yourself to the side because you have to think about the other person's feelings. You can't just go off your own feelings. So I feel like, rebuilding yourself is, just self love. Take yourself out on a date, do something for yourself, buy yourself something, like just reward yourself. Like if you had a hard week, reward yourself or something like that. Especially I would say this, like, for a man aspect, because like we're taught by society, a relationship ends, go on to another girl, or just, do your thing. At the same time, men do have feelings. So I feel like, after a relationship ends, after you just spent so much time, dealing with one person, do something for yourself, like take care of yourself, learn to love yourself first before you ready to love somebody else. Because if you don't love yourself, then you can never love somebody. There's no way you could pour into somebody, um, some pour love into somebody if you can't do it to yourself. So that's just how I feel about it.
Miss
Okay.
Miss Allie, would you like to take the jab?
Sure. I think like for starters, you really shouldn't like lose yourself even if you're dating somebody for a long time. Like you guys should still hang out with your friends and like in a respectful way, not like going like to strip clubs or whatever, but like stuff that you and your friends do, y'all should still do it. And then like after the breakup, I think you should like KP said like self-love and being around friends. Like you don't want to just sit there and be like depressed in your bed and all that.
Okay. And Mello?
For me, I would just definitely say how to rebuild your identity after a breakup. It starts with isolation, not isolation from the world, but isolation from from like jumping into the next relationship. Just kind of take the time and reflect, on what went right, what went wrong. Definitely just find ways on how to make yourself a better person for the next person, if that makes sense. Then also too, just kind of like keep your options open. Just kind of like they say, test the waters out, and just kind of give everybody the benefit of a doubt until like they do something to kind of you know turn you away. I would say, and that's pretty much it. So I'll definitely say isolation is key at first.
Okay. So my personal opinion on this, I think it really stems to like dating yourself. When you date yourself, you find out your do's and don'ts and your likes and wants, and you will find yourself having a different tolerance level for what you're willing to accept in your next relationship. You know what I'm saying? So now you're formulating your identity and you're telling yourself what you will and will not go for. And with that said, a lot of times are going to be, highs and lows and ebbs and flows, but to the point where you will find yourself a year later being an absolutely different person, or even whether it be for the better or for the worse.
Mm-hmm.
So I say isolation, and sometimes it doesn't hurt because what we forget to do is we forget to write to ourselves. And when you write words, essentially you're spelling. So all a spell is you casting words out into the ether. You feel me?
Hmm.
So now that you're writing, you putting these words on page, you can actually make them a reality when speaking on your wants and your dislikes, and it can shift the whole energy for you within a year's time or even less. Because there's been some people who leave a breakup and they will land into a better situation. Not saying that's always ideal, but it has happened, and there is no timeline for when you might find you know, love or whoever you feel like you're meant to be with. So that's just my personal opinion. And I appreciate y'all for, joining us on our, let's see, 5-person panel. And before we close, shine some light- I want to shine some light on KP. I know KP is a small business owner, right? And we at Circle Vibe Sports, we definitely love to promote small business and things of that sort. And hopefully one day we can partner with you, KP. So please elaborate on what you got going on.
Yes, well, my business is called Lavish Things, and I sell pretty much a lot of accessories for men and women. Slippers, glasses. I make a homemade lip gloss. So all kinds of things.
Okay, okay.
Where
And
can we find you?
Yes. Right now I'm kind of doing delivery and just shipping, but you can hit me up on my Instagram, which is lavishlinks 26.
Okay,
Yes.
appreciate appreciate that.
No problem.
I know the holidays is rolling around soon. People gonna need to get that lip gloss and get the slippers and slides. What I'm saying, anything that can make anybody feel comfortable at home. So yes, guys, support if you can, and just show some love to one of our Soko members because this is her second time actually rolling through on us. It's just I think the connection was kind of bad the first time around, so we couldn't really get the full KP. What I'm saying. So today we got the full KP, and hopefully we can support and we can grow together and see where it goes from there. Also, what you forgot to mention, KP, is the fact that you are also into making uh shirts.
Yes. Yes. I'll be pretty soon making shirts, hats, merch for anybody that needs it. So slowly
Well,
but surely it's coming along.
Mhm. Well, Hassan, we will definitely be in touch, KP. Definitely can't wait
Okay.
to collaborate. Just want to say continue doing your thing in your business. Understand it's a marathon, not a race. You know, one like or I say one customer is better than no customer. So, just continue to put in the work.
Thank
right.
Yeah.
And
Then
we'll definitely make some type of arrangement to support, what I'm saying? Because like Jordan said, um, we got to support each other a little more.
mhm,
So we'll definitely see how we can arrange some type of like
mhm,
exchange for whatever your product might be that you're selling. Because I know you got an ambitious personality and entrepreneur spirit. And to transition with Ali, we done had Ali on the show about 2-3 times now. So this is a regular. And if you didn't know you as family, Ali, now
you.
Thank you.
Ali. But yeah, so that concludes our episode. Speak.
Before we go, just want to give my wife a quick shout out, real quick.
Yes,
She's a
yes.
up, yeah, she's an up and coming entrepreneur when it comes to balloons and the decoration industry. So stay tuned for that information, and we'll go from there.
How about you, Vic?
You hear Malachi Malachi like, yeah.
Promoting my business right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, on that note, appreciate y'all guys for joining us. And this is Soko Vibes signing out. Till next time.
All right.
Oh yeah. Well, listen to me now.
Wait,
Sexy
no,
no
wait.
rise, hotter than Marie Sharp when it bump on me thing, well, hotter when the fun start, y'all. Me no come for play, me no come for skylark.
You are now watching Soca Vibes Sports Podcast.
Farmer.